Hello everybody. So if anyone's seen my first two videos, just trying to create a bit of theatrical drama. But I'm going to jump into what we do. Obviously, like I've said in the intro, everything is the bookies' money that I used to put on for these bets. And in each one of these sort of episodes or updates on bets that I've done or got, I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive into different tabs. One of the first tabs that I'm going to jump into is Marie's Rock. I really do think this horse is going to go for the stayers. There was talk from Henderson this year that it would have gone for this year's stayers at Cheltenham, which it didn't. Ran in the stayers at Christmas, and if you watch that race back, it absolutely wipes the floor with T. Hooper. In fact, Marie's Rock's on the bridle, it's on the bridle too well, if anything, and loses to Cider Burley. He's an aging horse. I don't think Cider Burley will be winning next year's stayers, but Marie's Rock was always going too well towards the end of that race. It was absolutely cruising in the stayers race, so I watched that race back time again, and I can't see past it for 2024 stayers hurdle. So I'm going to focus on Marie's Rock, and what myself and the other Bandit, which is my dad, I'm going to try and get him on one of these. He's not, obviously I'm not really into YouTube and that, but my dad is totally against it. I'm sure once the subscribers start coming that I'll get him on. My dad is the brains behind how we sort of manage this portfolio. And the reason I've started doing it is each year I watch previews on YouTube for 2024, trying to hear everyone's views, and you always pick up that one extra horse. I think last year I got Stay Away Fair from watching the preview show, which was brilliant. But I also want to give a bit more than what normal shows give you some sort of structure behind your betting, especially if you're betting this far in advance for Cheltenham. Obviously, our strategy is we use the bookies' money, any sort of free bet we can get. Yes, we do put a bit of cash on, but we try and limit the cash we put on and put it on insurance bets, etc. to get, even if we have one loser in a bet, we get our money back, put it on as a free bet. I will do a separate, whatever they call it, podcast on what we do exactly. But I want to focus today on just talking about some real proper bets that you can get stuck into. So, as you see, Marie's Rock, that's down the left-hand side here. And what we try and do is cover every race with it. So Marie's Rock wins. We've then got a sweat on every race. Some races will have two. But okay, let's fire straight into it. Let's make this exciting. First one, tenner, free bet, 750. That's on a coral bet. It's £10 double. That's in per pass for the turners. We've then got a £10 on with Enigamine for Queen Mother. And at this point, I think I was getting 20, 22 to 1 on the stayers. I was dropped to 16 and 12 on some sites now. Tenner with Alloor. Look at that. Marie's Rock Alloor, tenner, 1,600 quid. Tenner with the Dream to Share. I think I had about 8, 9 to 1 on a Dream to Share. Shame I've not noted the price there. 10 to 1. You might see some other names on here. We do have accounts set up in my wife and my dad's wife, my mum's name. Got to make the most of it and beat the bookie. Treble, a fourfold there. Dream to Share with Marie's Rock, obviously. Constitution Hill and Galloping. £10 double with Galloping for Gold Cup. That's a cracking bet. £10 for 515 quid. Here we've got Marine National for the Arkle. Enigamine Champ Chase, Alloor Ryanair. So I don't need to share these out. You can sort of have a quick scan as I'm going through them. Look at that 12p bet. Must have had 12p. 44 grand off 12p. You can always wish, yeah? But this is how we do it. Every little bit of money what comes in, off your daily spins and all that, what you normally waste on some sort of stupid bet builder. I will have to do a session on how to make the most of certain free bets as well. I'll go with Vassimers Chase. Get that 5 for 377 quid. Stateman, I think one of my next sessions will be on Stateman. I do like Stateman for the champion hurdle, especially if Constitution goes to the Arkle. What's that? A treble with Impervious, 1,780. Let's see if there's any big hitters in here. What's that? 48 grand off a quid. Lucia for the Mers. Ballyburn for the Ballymore. Can see that. Can see Lucia. Shishkin could happen. That's a credible. What is it? Fivefold. Credible fivefold is that. Oh gosh, sorry. After putting that scarf on, if you watch my earlier video, I'm not sneezing. So be right for trying to be too clever with all this. You'll get a laugh anyway if you listen to this. Bloody hell. I can't stop sneezing. That's one of the latest bets. But all in all, 110 quid. Can always hope and wish. 120 grand. So like I said, first horse of the Cheltenham Bandits tips is Marie's Rock. Get on it. Get on it now. It's 16s on Bet365. Like I say, I have had 22s and 20s on it. It's down up 12s on Cole and Ladbroke, so I still think Bet365 are a bit behind. I can't believe Tehupu is 10 to 1 in front of it. It wiped the floor of it over Christmas in the Stayers race. So, watch that race from Christmas. Absolutely cruising. Side of Burley is an aging horse. Get on Marie's Rock for next year's Stayers. So, that's episode 1 of a bit of a deep dive. I think episode 2 I'm going to do a quick 5-minute on the tactic on what all the sites tend to give, the scratches and the spins and how I put it all on for Cheltenham. And just some advice, if you have got family members, get them signed up, get your money on, use the bookies' money to fund your Cheltenham. But there you go, Marie's Rock. Well, that's on the joint, by the way, with me and the other Bandit, who is my dad. I've got it on my own as well. I have gone in heavy on this on my own bets. Look, 49 quid for 115. I do go a bit heavier than what my dad does. Go a bit silly. I've got the 20p bet for 92 grand, so that's why it's quite a high return. 20p bet, let's have a look at that. 20p, Marie's Rock, get in there. A Dream to Share, Imper, Champion Hurdle, Constitutional Arkle, Ballinburn for the Ballymore, Elfab, John Bonham Galloping. That's credible, it's an eightfold. We've got to always wish you've got to have those few biggies in the background. You do your £10 straight doubles, Let's have a look through there, quite a few. So look at some of the early ones where I was getting decent odds. See, there you go. I've noted it down. 22 to 1. Marie's Rock 22. Stay Away Fair 18. It's for me 22. It's a bit of a punter's bet that. It's for me. Could run in 3 different races. I'm sure I'll get some comments on what race it's going to go in, which will help me as well. Find me the comments. Whatever people's thinking. I want to see it. 10 grander off what's that, fourfold. You've got to have these kind of bets going for yourself. What's that? Alloa 15 to 2. Energamine 13 to 5. Falloping, that should be a G. Get changed. That's for £1,000. Okay, well, I think that's enough. Got in out on Marie's Rock there. But yeah, watch that Christmas race back. And, Henderson's going to have it in the Stays this year. So I think we're getting value. That's what I'm about. Trying to find a couple of horses where there's a bit of value. I will do a session on what we do in a bit more detail for anyone who's interested. But next time I think I'm going to go deep on Stateman. I think Stateman could be a great thing for next year's Cheltenham. Thanks for listening, everyone, and hopefully you've got some ideas off the back of what I'm doing here.